right, man. News came down this morning. David Montgomery out indefinitely. Carlton Davidson out indefinitely with a broken jaw or a fractured jaw. Could be back in 6 weeks. Alim McNeill tore his ACL, out for the season. And my bad, Montgomery suffered an MCL, some type of MCL injury. He going for other tests. So let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Some people upset because I did the video. The Lions are no longer Super Bowl contenders. Told y'all can go everywhere else and get lied to. Y'all come here to get the truth. I'm just going to keep it a bean. I'm going to sit here and sell y'all dreams and sell y'all lies to keep y'all coming back. I'm just going to speak the real. And it was over with. But one thing I did notice yesterday, Dave Montgomery was injured before the game. He was already injured. You could tell the way he was hitting the holes. And he was already injured. And obviously Alim McNeill already had an injury coming into this game. Who else we say got injured? Carlton Davis was already banged up. He had a thumb issue. He had another issue too. I think a knee or something like that. So, but yeah, Montgomery I noticed did it on the first carry. He wasn't hitting the hole like he was supposed to. So he was out there trying to thug it out and trying to play in the biggest game of the year, and he was injured. And that partly, once you see they couldn't get the ball going, they chose to go with Montgomery on the first two series. That's who they predominantly went to. Even on third down, one of them series, Montgomery was in the game, and he went out for the runner route. That really hurt them as well too, because Montgomery wasn't 100% healthy. You could tell. And when Gibbs got in the game, they came down and scored. But by the time they gave it to Gibbs, they was down 14-0. So, they seemed like to start off with Montgomery first couple drives, and yesterday they got behind 14-0. He wasn't healthy. I mean, you can tell that the way the first two runs, it wasn't that Buffalo run defense was that much greater, because even though Gibbs only had 8 carries, and that's because they got behind, he was running through them. So Montgomery had that injury, and maybe it wasn't to the extent that it is now, but he had that injury coming into the game. I could tell instantly when he carried the ball. Obviously, Alim McNeill, he came into the game injured. He's beat up all season, got paid. Technically didn't get paid yet, got extended. And then you lose Carlton Davis at corner with a broken jaw / possible concussion. That's been his MO his whole career. He's been beat up and he's been injured. And now he gone for 6 weeks. So at least 6 weeks. So if you're talking last 3 games of the season, if you're fortunate enough, they probably won't get the bye. They're going to be on the road. If they don't win the next 3 games, more than likely they're going to be on the road. Oh man, I'm talking, man. So 3 games, you hope you get the bye. And then you probably seeing him come back around the NFC Championship game if you make it that far. I mean, I'm not surprised. It doesn't surprise me, man. This team is fucking cursed. Somebody said something in the Woolworth Sports comment section on Facebook. He said, "Is y'all sure the curse over with? It just seemed like we pissed it off." It really do. It just seemed like we pissed it off. I mean, and he built a hellified team, Brad Holmes, with depth. It's just some teams ain't meant to win shit. I mean, that's just what it's boiled down to. It wasn't our year. And people can say, "Oh, you being negative, we still got hope." Them people who don't know football. But there is some kind of saving grace there. Okay. Azarique, he kind of been beat up, but he there. DJ Reader. So you still got 2 really good quality defensive tackles. That's the thing. That's the crazy thing about it. You still got really 3 great quality defensive linemen in Zendarius, McNeill, and Azarique. So you got 3 really. You still got 3 better linemen than most teams got on the whole squad. So, so they still got 3 really good defensive linemen. You hope to get Alexander Zoni back. That will be a blessing, a big blessing. You get Zoni back, you got Jack Campbell who played, people say didn't think he played well. He's tried to spot Josh Allen. That was the other linebackers getting cooked in coverage for the most part. But, he made a good play on, I think, Kincaid on the pass defense. So really, if that happened, I mean, you pretty much you good. You hope that Roger Martin get up to speed and at least be some type of run stuffer. But you hope you get Mosley back. You hope you get Effie back. You hope you get Khalif back. You hope you get Rackstraw back. So the thing about it is, once you get healthy, if you get some of them dudes back, they could have a chance still, but that's contingent on Alex and Zoni coming back, and at least getting Iffy and Rackstraw back. Because then you got to ask yourself, okay, what we gonna roll with at corner? But you got options. You gonna have Tyrion. He gonna be that guy. So then it gets sketchy after that. Because if you get one of those guys back, do we throw Rackstraw in the nickel, Mosley in the nickel, and then do we put Amick on the outside? Me personally, if I got those guys back, my game plan would be this. I'll keep Amick in the nickel, Tyrion on one of the corners, and I go F.A. Melifano at another corner, right? And my backups would be Emmanuel Mosley in the nickel and on the outside, and then it's Rackstraw. Kendall Vidor is a great guy to have behind them. Them would be the guys I'm rolling with. Now, because you want to call Xavier Howard, possibly. I mean, really, that call has to be made if you sure Effie ain't coming back. If you can get Effie back, and you can get Rackstraw back, you should be fine. The cornerback should be fine. So the true challenge here for them is getting Alex Anazzoni back and getting at least two of them DBs back. If you can get two of those DBs back, Effie and Rackstraw, they could still make a run. They could still make a run. So, but to be honest, you got people saying, I think it's the new turf. Aiden Hudson injury happened in Dallas. I think Rodrigo injury did happen in Ford Field. Obviously, DJ Reader, he came in with a knee. It happened at Ford Field. Dave Montgomery, whatever injury he had, it happened at Ford Field because they've been there the last 3 weeks, I believe, right? Chicago, Green Bay. Yeah, they've been there the last 3 weeks. So that could be some theory to it. Another theory that I was having is probably the Thursday night games. You was on a short week, then you had another short week. So even though it's a week to week, it's still short. So the Thursday night games, the turf, the curse, I don't know, wherever you want to hammer it down at, in my opinion, but it is what it is, Is it possible they could still maneuver off their offense? I mean, last year we seen it, but they had Aiden Hutchinson up front last year. So really, the path, if they're going to make a run at the Super Bowl, they got to win the next 3 weeks. That's just what it is. Chicago going to be tough in Chicago, right? But the great thing about it is you still got a guy like Craig Reynolds who got a lot of experience. Do you fire up the Vacky and see what he can do? But, Gibbs, and it might be Gibbs' time just to take off. So you give him them blessings, but I still think you want to mix a back or two in there with him. Laporta starting to come on. So really, the game plan is this: for them to win the Super Bowl or still be a Super Bowl team, which none of this is probably gonna go the way it should go. That didn't need to go, and that's fine, right? Okay, what you need if you're the Detroit Lions is this: you need to get Anazzoni back. And possibly they should have picked up their kid from that left Philly, Devin White, but you need to get Anazzoni back. You need to get 2 of those 3 DBs I named back. Preferably Effie and Rackstraw. You need them back. So them 3 guys you need to get back right there, right? So if that can happen, you can win the next 3 games and somehow get home field advantage. And you can get the first round bye. That affords you to get some more guys ready. And I think if they're able to do those things, get them guys I said healthy, stay healthy. Matter of fact, stay healthy. Get those guys healthy. right? Win the next three games, get the bye, or somehow get the bye. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. They can possibly do it, but what they're going to have to do from a football standpoint of view is they got to score a lot of points. Now, the offense can help with that. Instead of just constantly picking up first downs, ball control, run the clock out, keep your defense as fresh as possible, and keep the other offense on the sideline where they don't gain a rhythm. Okay? 2, bend don't break defense. You seen it last year. They played a lot of soft zone, and then come down and collapse on them. You know what I'm saying? I'll just say play a lot of bend don't break defense. I think that's the number one thing for them, and they got to still be good on special teams. So, but yeah, I mean it's harsh news, but it's not unexpected. It's the Lions. You know, the curse is not, even when you think you in the clear, you ain't clear until you holding that Super Bowl trophy. So. Most people saying, the coast is clear for Philly to make it all the way through. Not so fast. Now the coach is getting mad at Jalen Carter. So they got a lot of dysfunction in Philly. Minnesota may sneak in there. Seattle Rams. The Commanders, I think they're about a year away. A good offseason away. But, I mean, really the NFC is wide open. And ultimately the Lions are predominantly healthy on the offensive side of the ball, outside of Montgomery. But, message is Gibbs, it's your go. Jahmyr Gibbs, it's your time to shine. And defensively, it's just, can they create turnovers? Can they get enough stops until the cavalry come back? And some of them cavalry come in, they'll be all right. But, hey, appreciate the love, support. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit on notification. Increase your chance to get notifications. Live and drop video. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. More videos like this. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.